It's FideMaster Johnny Curtis, and today we're going to review all the positive results I had in late title Tuesday, which was played this morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have a look firstly at round 11. That's right, we're going to work our way back. It was round 11, it was the last game of the tournament. I'm playing the Pawn Eating Zombie. The Pawn Eating Zombie. So I hope you enjoy the game. And without further ado, we're going to get into that. After we show you the game with the Pawn Eating Zombie, we will then show you a game against Women's GrandMaster ATOUSA. I played Women's GrandMaster ATOUSA, and I beat a GrandMaster in late title Tuesday, which is very satisfying. It's always good to beat a GrandMaster. And she wasn't playing that well, but either was I. And but when I played the Pawn Eating Zombie, I played at 93.7% accuracy. And in round 2, I did play a Women's FideMaster, MashaFromRussia. That's right, that's her name, MashaFromRussia. And she was rated 2,474, and we beat her as well. So, and we played at 94.4% accuracy. So you can learn a little bit of something from these games. Okay, so they're 3 minutes plus 1 second increments. It's late title Tuesday. So let's get into the games and show you what we're talking about. Okay, right. So in round 11, we're playing a Pawn Eating Zombie. He's rated 2,256. I'll ask Teddy what he thinks. Well, he ate all my pawns, Johnny. He ate your pawns too, Teddy. Yeah, he ate me pawns, Johnny. But I checkmated him. Yeah, so when Teddy played him, Teddy checkmated him. He let him eat all the pawns. Here we go. It's the king's pawn. No, it's a Sicilian defence. Knight c3. This is the closed Sicilian as opposed to the open Sicilian with knight f3 and d4. So when the knight goes to c3, it becomes a closed Sicilian. d6 is played. This is the knight off for black. f4. So he wants to, what does he want to do? He wants to play on the white squares in the centre. Wants to get his bishop here or get his knight quickly here and develop. Knight c6, so we're just controlling that square. Knight f3, g6. I thought, well, I'll try to control this square here with the fianchetto. Played bishop b5, and I thought, well, I'm just going to ignore it. I played bishop g7. Now, he should really take my knight at some stage here, but he played d3 instead. I played bishop d7. So now bishop d7 is the best move on the board. So according to the chess engine, because I did have a little look at it during the break, a4 was played. And I thought, well, that doesn't do much, does it? So I thought, well, I'll play e6 and try to get my knight developed here. He played castles, and then I played knight g5, e7. So at least if he plays this move, I could take it all off. He played queen e1. He wants to bring his queen over here, right? The old pawn-eating zombie. He wants to go and attack me on the king side. So I thought, well, no, I want to slow him down. So I played knight to d4. And but the pawn-eating zombie, he likes to move fast. Now, he played badly. He played bishop c4 because he didn't want to change bishops. He thought, I'll move really quickly against the FideMaster. And I took his pawn. Now I'm attacking his queen. And he played queen to d1. He's trying to trap my rook. So I thought, all right, well, I'll take your rook. And he played bishop to e3. Here I started seeing things. I saw this pawn here and pawn there wins a piece. And I meant to play bishop here first. So if bishop here, or bishop here, and then if he plays queen takes knight, I can play pawn here and fork 2 pieces, right? So let's see what happened. I played d5 in error, mind you. And then he took it off, which is correct, and I took back. And now here he wants to complicate things with bishop takes c5. And his plan is meritorious. It's got some merit. And he wants to play rook here and pin my knight against my king, right? So he wants to do some damage to me. Anyway, I played I took his bishop. I thought I'll take everything I can get. And then he played rook e1. So then I thought, well, I'm going to just put my bishop in there and save everything. And now there's no combinations. And I'm threatening to bring my knight out. Anyway, he played knight g5. He thought he'd attack this. So I just gave him a check. And then he realised that his position's lost. It took him a while to work it out. But it's just a totally lost game. And then he resigned. So that's how we beat the pawn eating zombie. He ate all the pawns. I ended up with 6 pawns and the zombie had 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns. Actually, I'm a bit of a pawn eating zombie myself, aren't I? Anyway, we're going to move on from round 11 in Late Title Tuesday. That was a bit of destruction on the poor old pawn eating zombie from the United States. And now we're going to go to round 3, working our way back this time. So we're going to go in Late Title Tuesday, and we're going to go into round 3. Okay, so looking at these games, whoa, round 3, it's round 1, round 2, round 3. And this game's against Women's GrandMaster ATOUSA, right? ATOUSA, Women's GrandMaster ATOUSA. Now, she's from the United States, I'll show you. Her name is ATOUSA Pourkashian. She's a chess streamer on chess.com and a chess coach. And she's rated 2,530. And the game took 94 moves. So some of the moves we're going to show you we'll have to play through fast. We don't want to bore you. But we'll talk about the key points in the game, okay? But it's 93 moves. But we can do quick analysis here. And yeah, it wasn't a high accuracy game. She opened up with d4, queen's pawn, knight f6, bishop f4, London d6, e3, and now knight b file to d7, and now she plays knight f3. It's a bit of a mistake actually, because the engine suggests play knight here and take that rotten bishop off, right? Anyway, b6 is played. c4 was played, and now bishop b7, star move, best move. I haven't got the analysis tool on, but I remember the engine told me that that was the best move. Knight c3 is played, and now I played e6, right? And the engine said it's a good move, but the engine did like knight here. Bishop d3 is played, now I played bishop e7, castles, and now e4. So she's playing e4. She's trying to gain space in the position. Anyway, so I played c5. And for the life of me in this position, the engine suggests e5. Now, I can't work it out. Maybe you can work it out, but e5 the engine suggests. Right. I played c5. She played d5, and then I played e5. And the engine says that chess.com engine analysis tool says that white is better. Right? Bishop e3. So the GrandMaster, we've got a situation where the GrandMaster has outplayed me, right? So now I've got to start fighting back. So I played knight e8, and the engine says, oh, not a bad move. Queen to d2. She's just improving the position of her pieces. I played g6, and the idea is to put the knight in there and play f5. I played knight e1, so I thought, all right, I'll play pawn there. I'm going to try to open up the game. And here we go. E takes f5. Well, I thought, well, here's a chance. I'm going to take back with the pawn and mobilise these two pawns. I played f4, trying to fix the position. I played e4, and now my position's okay, right? I missed a few opportunities during this game, and so did she, but remember, it is a blitz game. Knight d-file to f6. Excellent move according to the engine because it controls that square. g3, rook f7. Engine said that's a good move. And rook f7 is a good move. Where are we? Where is rook f7? Oh, there it is there. Rook f7. Knight g2 is played. Now what she wants to do, I can see she wants to target my pawn. So I played rook g7, and then when she targets my pawn, she's threatening knight takes pawn, the old grandmaster. So I played bishop c8, and now I'm protecting this very valuable pawn. She played king h1. I played knight g4, and it's not a bad move. Knight g2 was played. Now I probably should take this bishop off. Knight takes bishop. a6 is played. It's not a good move. Knight to d1. Now she's reconfiguring her pieces over to the king side. I played rook a7. I'm trying to connect my two castles. Knight f2 is played. And now I thought, well, take the knight, Johnny. Anyway, I took the knight. It's probably not right. I probably should play pawn here. Rook takes f2. So I play bishop f6. I do have to be careful of this move g4. Queen c2 was played. Good move. Bishop d7. Engine says that in this position I can play pawn here straight away. And I get a decent game, right? So the engine liked pawn there. Bishop d7 I played. She played bishop d2. She wants to change the bishops. This women's grandmaster, she's playing very, what's the word, positional game. Anyway, so I played b5 and she played bishop c3. Well, I played b4 and chased the bishop. Not necessarily the best move. However, I played it. Bishop takes f6. I took back with the queen. Probably should take with the knight. I took with the queen. Knight e3 is played. And here I played a5, right? a5. She played a3. And I thought, how? Oh, she wants to attack this rook. So I thought, well, if I played bishop c8, the engine didn't like this move. I thought if I play bishop c8, I'm still stopping all these pawns here, but I'm connecting my two castles. Took the pawn, I recaptured, and now rook on the f file to f1. And now I think the position's sort of almost equal. But I played queen to d4 to try to, like power play the grandmaster. Not a wise decision, believe me. Knight to g2 is played, and really, she hasn't got any real weaknesses. Now, I can't play knight to f6. I want to play knight f6, but rook here will trap the queen, right? That traps the queen. I've got nowhere to go. So I can't get my queen trapped, can I? So I played rook on the g file to b7. And the whole idea is if she hits my queen, I can run back. Where did that go? Rook to b7. Queen to d5. Well, I'm ahead of myself here. Rook at a file to d1. And I'm going to go here. That's better. Right, so queen to f6 I played. She played g4. This is where I start getting worried because I know if I take this pawn, this queen becomes hyperactive, I was really worried about that. So, and then I started playing badly then. I played rook there, threatening rook takes pawn, the b pawn there. She defended the pawn. I played pawn hits queen. Engine said, that's a good move. She went back. Here I played rook there. I don't know about that move. Knight here is played, putting a lot of pressure on my king. So I played knight to g7. Pawn there's played, and now white's got a pretty strong position because she's kicking my queen off the black squares. So I played queen to d8. It's here she played queen there. And you know what? I missed the best move. It's obvious. I was worried if I want to play queen here, but I was worried about this queen move here. Right? I was worried about that. But I didn't have to be worried because I would be on her castle. Right, so yes, so queen here is the right move. In this position, queen hits queen, and black is okay, I think. I think black's okay. Anyway, rook to a1 I played, because I panicked a little bit. Now, queen takes b3, I took the rook off, knight takes. Now I played rook to b7 to chase that queen. Queen c3 was played. I played bishop d7 just to make a move, because I'm short of time. I've got 43 seconds, and the Grandmaster's got 21 seconds. You can see the clocks. Anyway, knight there's played. I played bishop back. She played rook back. I played queen here, threatening the pawn, defended it. Queen here, takes and takes. Right, king forwards, bishop to g6. It looks like a pawn. It's a terrible move. So white's got a good game sort of here. Played rook there, just trying to keep the pressure on. This rook was now threatening to come across here and to come down here and cause all sorts of trouble. So that's why I moved my rook back. So I moved my king up so there's no checks. Rook here hits a pawn. I defended it with the king just in time. And now pawn there. She wants to attack me. So I played king here. I just want to move across. Push the pawn, so I took it. And now bishop takes and I takes too. Knight takes pawn, and I played knight takes pawn. So I've got some play, but I didn't play the best move. In this position, the correct move is rook takes pawn, right? Rook takes pawn. This pawn can't be saved. So the correct move is get the rook into the game and start attacking that king with the knight and the pawn, right? And then black might be winning. I don't know. Might be winning. Knight takes pawn I played. She took a pawn with check. I went king here because I just thought, oh, I'll give you a chance to take another pawn. And she gave me a check. So I thought, you beauty, take the pawn, take the pawn. Guess what? She moved there. So I took a pawn off. It's in this position. Knight takes pawn is playable. But she gave me a check. So anyway, I went over there. And she played rook takes pawn. Big mistake. Why? Can you see the move that wins? How do you beat a Grandmaster? Well, knight rook checks I played. Wrong move, Johnny. Wrong move. The correct move is, because we're both short of time, I've got 15 seconds. That's knight checks. Knight hits the king and the castle, and it wins the move game straight away. So I gave a check, and she went back to the wrong square. So I thought, oh, I'll check you this time then. King here, knight takes rook. Now knight takes pawn. And there is a danger. I can't take the knight because it's probably a draw. So I've got to move my rook and give up the knight. So I moved the rook here. Not the best move. Oh no, actually the engine liked it. I've got an outside pass pawn now. This pawn here is an outside pass pawn. Very dangerous. So black is winning. Knight there was played. I played rook here. Not the best move. Best move was rook g6. Now the king hits a rook. So see how it was a waste of a move? So I played rook there. Now I'm blocking my pawn. She pushed the pawn, so I played king here. Now the position's really dangerous. Pawn here. I moved king here, and now I'm winning again, right? She moved the king, so I played rook there. That's right, rook there. And she played rook there, so I gave her a check. The old woman's Grandmaster, and we pinned the knight. She went back, so I gave her another check, and then I pushed a pawn for a queen. I thought, why not push a pawn? If you've got an extra pawn, push it. Anyway, she played king there, so I pushed the pawn. She went over there, so I pinned the knight now, and she had to go back, right? Now, if I take the knight, I lose the game, right? So I've got to push the pawn, and now she's got to find the move. She hits the pawn, so I push it again, moves the king back to take it, then I pin with the knight. And now she played pawn here. In this position, I played the wrong move. You know what move I played? I played rook takes knight check. Right? Rook takes knight check I played. And what she should do is take the rook off. I played rook takes knight check. She should take the rook. But she forgot she gets a queen too. If she takes a rook, I get a queen, she gets a queen to draw. Anyway, she moved the king here. So what did I do? I took the pawn off. Now remember, this is a stalemate position, so she checked me, right? Now, if I take that pawn, it's a stalemate because she can't move. So I played the best move. I played king here. And now that means she can move a pawn. And now I should probably just keep her on the rank, just play rook back here or something. But I didn't do that. I played rook here. I did do that. King takes pawn, rook takes pawn. King takes was better. Pawn there, rook here, cut the king off, move the king up, and try to get checkmate. And that's it. And then she lost on time. And so she's going to be checkmated anyway. It's checkmate, right? So yes, she got flagged, but she was dead lost. The only move she's got is king here, and then if I want to checkmate, all I've got to do is play rook check, king there, and rook here. Waiting move. And she must go here, and that's checkmate. There we go. That's just standard stuff. Anyway, so that's how we beat a Grandmaster. We beat Women's Grandmaster ATOUSA 2,530 in round 3 of Late Title Tuesday. We're going to move now to quickly. This game won't be as long. This is a pretty smart game, this one. I actually played this game at 94.4% accuracy, and I'm playing a women's FideMaster, MashaFromRussia. That's right, MashaFromRussia. So we'll go into the archives, we'll find this game. We'll use the chess.com analysis tool. Right, so it's the women MashaFromRussia. Here we are, there's the game. Right, moving into the game. Won't be long. Here we go. We're in. And it's MashaFromRussia. We beat her in 21 moves. So we're going to beat a women's FideMaster 2,474. And we're going to try to beat her in 17 moves. Okay? And as I said to you before, this game is in Late Title Tuesday, as you can see. So that's all the title players from all over the world. And tournament was won by Alireza Firouzja, I think. He beat Hikaru to take the lead in the tournament. So let's have a look at my game now. E4 was played, right? Or game review, analysis tool. Okay, so C5 is played. This is not the game review, is it? Game review. We're going to game review. So we're going into game review for the last game. This is a fine game of chess, by the way, too. It's I want to show you the analysis from chess.com's artificial intelligence, right? Okay, here we go. So as we can see, here is the game. You can see I played at 94.4% accuracy, and MashaFromRussia played at 83.6%. I played 3 great moves. She played 1. I played at a rating performance of 2,750, and MashaFromRussia played at 2,450, right? Which is about right for a women's FideMaster. And we've got the evaluation bar on the side of the board, and so now we can get the game going. Right, here we go.
Opening with the king's pawn controls the center.
Knight F3.
Knight F3 develops the knight toward the center to prepare for a D4 pawn put, where the knight will recapture if black captures on D4.
Okay, well, I think the computer summed it all up. If you can't hear me, if you can't hear the computer, you can turn up the sound on your computer.
D6 opens up the light-squared bishop and prevents white from pushing the pawn to E5. D4 offers to trade the D pawn for the C pawn, giving up a center pawn for more active pieces.
Yeah, now I've never played this variation before, but you'll see where I made a mistake. And
C takes d4 gives black 2 central pawns versus 1 central pawn for white.
yeah, right. So knight takes d4.
Knight takes d4 recaptures the pawn and activates the knight in return for having 1 central pawn versus black's 2 central pawns.
Right, it's getting a bit technical. Knight f6.
Knight f6 develops the knight toward.
And we
Knight c3 defends the e4 pawn and starts to develop on the queen side.
Right. So now we knight c6.
Knight c6 attacks the d4 knight and supports the e5 square.
And you notice it's got a little book there, which means it's a book move, okay?
It's good to get your bishop off of its starting square and into the action.
They say it's good to get it moving. However, the women's FideMaster, Masha from Russia, played a very good move here. She played knight g4.
This threatens to force isolated doubled pawns.
That's right. She's actually threatening knight takes bishop. Now I played queen to d2.
It's critical to develop your pieces as early as possible in the game.
But my best move was knight takes knight, apparently. I didn't like knight takes knight because of... I'll tell you why I didn't like it. Because after pawn takes back, rook to b8 attacks the b pawn. I don't like that at all. Anyway, so I thought I'd got to come up with something else. So I thought, well, I'm going to go for rapid development and try to attack Masha from Russia. Okay. Knight
After all
takes
captures, this is an equal trade.
Queen takes it.
You take back.
Now, what I'm concerned about here, I'm very concerned in this position about the power of the black bishop. That's right, because I haven't got a black bishop and I haven't got any really direct attack on white squares. I think black is better here, much better. The engine says black is only marginally better, but not much better, right? But I tend to think that black's very strong here. G6 was
This prepares
played.
the bishop for development.
So here I played this move, bishop b5.
You are threatening to win material through a tactic?
And that's right. Now I'm threatening knight takes knight. And it's easily stopped by Masha from Russia. She plays bishop d7.
This prevents the opponent from being able to win material through a tactic.
And now I've got to answer about the problems. If I just play an ordinary move like castles or something, Masha will play bishop g7. She'll play this bishop g7 and put pressure on my black squares, and I'll be dead, basically. So I had to play a convincing move now. There's only one chance to play it, right? So I had to try to discombobulate the position and turn it up on its end to try to confuse this women's FideMaster, who knows all about general theory, but when out of general position, might just be a little bit lacking. Anyway, but only slightly lacking. Bishop takes c6.
There was only one good move, and you found it.
It's the
You
only...
exchange pieces of equal value.
It's the only good move on the board. Now, she takes back with the pawn. She should take with the bishop according to the engine. But what she played is still good. But now white is better because of this move. What move is... I'll give you a chance. You try to find this move, right? What move would you now play as white? Remember, you're going to attack. If you thought it was e5, you're
nice
correct.
Find. You found the only move in this position.
There you go. So the engine says, nice find. You found the only move in the position I'm threatening. Pawn takes pawn. And now, if she takes the pawn, I can take with the queen. I gain a little tempo. And the whole balance of the game turns upside down. She played c5.
This misses an opportunity to create a pawn chain.
That's right. So she should have played d5, right? So in this position...
Nice find. You found the only move in this position.
The correct move is pawn here, right? That's the correct move.
This misses an opportunity to create a...
So I just played...
You missed a better way to move a knight to safety.
I should play knight d-file to e7, as like the angle says. That's really great English, isn't it, John? Anyway, but the point is I'm still threatening pawn takes pawn. So poor old Masha from Russia, she's down to 2 minutes 29. thinking, what on earth's going on with this game? And she played bishop.
This overlooks an opportunity to develop a bishop by placing it on the long diagonal.
E6. Anyway, I took the pawn off.
This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you.
And now she's running a little bit short of time.
Recaptures.
And she thinks she's got to pick up time. And she's going to blunder badly. I played knight to g5.
You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat.
That's right. I'm gaining time because the opponent's got to deal with the threat. Now, there's a move here that looks good, but it's a terrible move. And it's a losing move. And I'll show you what she's played. Very tempting move. Bishop here.
This leads to losing a bishop.
Pins a knight against the queen, but it loses a piece because if knight takes bishop.
This move wins a bishop.
It wins a piece, right. So now if she takes my queen, I can take her queen, you see. And that would be pretty bad. So she played queen there.
This defends a bishop that was under attack and had no defenders.
That's right. So now she's attacking my queen. So if I give a discovered check, she could take my queen off. Only one problem. One problem, Masha from Russia. And it's knight to
You
F4
made a discovered check against the opponent's king.
There we go. That's right. Knight to F4 check. And now king to F8.
This evades the check from the queen.
And now I just played G3.
Smart move, reinforcing your knight with extra protection.
Reinforcing the knight. And now if she pins the castle to the queen here, I can just take her queen off. Or take her castle off. I just win in all variations. So she moved back.
This threatens to win material by pinning a piece to the king.
She wants to attack me. So I thought, well, I'm going to castle
You
then.
prevented your opponent from being able to win material by pinning a piece to the king.
That's right. Now I've got the right stuff, right? Rook E8.
This develops a piece while also winning a tempo on a queen.
Now I can, in this position, I can play knight checks and queen takes bishop check. But I thought, no, why should I? I'm just going to play queen here.
You found a safer square for your queen.
And play queen takes pawn check. She played G5.
The knight is kicked by a pawn.
Chase the knight away.
You must now move or be captured.
In this position, I just played queen takes.
This move wins a pawn.
I just played queen takes check. Because after takes
back.
Rook takes back.
You captured back.
And now if she takes my knight, I'm going to take her bishop. And so her position, totally shattered, with no moves to play, she resigned. There we go. So we beat her in 21 moves. 2,474. The women's FideMaster Masha from Russia. So it was after this game that we went on to beat a GrandMaster from the United States, as we said. Beat women's GrandMaster ATOUSA, the game I showed you, where we won in the end game. And of course, we did beat ThePawn Eating Zombie. That's right, ThePawn Eating Zombie in round 11 in the last round of Late Title Tuesday. So we had a few ups and downs here and there in the tournament, but overall we were very happy with the performance. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this stream. Please give it the little thumbs up if you like the stream. It is important to me to get good feedback, that people enjoy what I'm doing, and in that respect, I thank you if you give me the thumbs up. Okay. And also, in the description of the video, you will find my PayPal link if you want to make a donation to the channel, right? And my PayPal link is in there, okay? Thank you very much for watching. I'll say goodbye. Grandmaster Teddy here will say goodbye. And because I've been a Grandmaster, I think I can wear the crown. Thank you, guys. God bless you all. Until next time, it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Grandmaster.